The building formed by the intersection of State and Lemp looks more triangle than trapezoid, like it's short aside. But there's another side to the Russian restaurant.
Alyonka Russian cuisine.
You'll find.
Looks like we have a 5:30
inside.
Yes, absolutely.
Kind of like the collectibles from the old country. Squeezed into the cramped kitchen is where you'll find owner and chef Elena DeYoung readying for the evening rush. It's something Elena's been doing since November of 2019, when she started Alyonka, an idea inspired by her success running Boise's Russian Food Festival for more than a decade. But Elena's love of food goes back even further.
Yes, I grew up in Soviet Union.
Born in Kazakhstan's biggest city, Elena knew all about sharing small spaces.
My dad passed away when I was 7, and there were 6 of us. We moved in with our grandparents.
She remembers watching one of her grandmothers cook for the whole family.
And she could make something amazingly delicious out of nothing.
Which was quite the skill, considering they lived in a home without running water and just one hot plate.
When she died, I was 11, and I was responsible for cooking in the house. And since then, I always was looking for something similar, experimenting with different food, cooking and baking and trying to find those flavors.
Elena found some of those flavors.
My mom, I believe it was her wedding gift.
In her original family cookbook.
The book of delicious and healthy food.
And a few have found their way into her current menu.
So when I grew up with different ethnicity. And I would say my menu kind of indicates that. It's not strictly Russian.
And that's the other side to Alyonka's. The side that shows whom Elena welcomes into this space. Her sous chefs, Natalia and Svetlana from Ukraine. I know people would look at that and go, okay, hold on a second, Russia and Ukraine working together.
Brian, I grew up in Soviet Union. We did not have a separation. You're Ukrainian, I'm Russian. I grew up in Kazakhstan. So I grew up in a multicultural community, and I thought, who cares what's going on in the world?
Standing shoulder to shoulder with Ukrainians is nothing new for Elena, who hired her first Ukrainian months after she opened.
Hiring Ukrainians like hiring the sisters or brothers. It doesn't matter. We all speak the same language.
That's not to say, nearly 2 years after it started, what's happening in that country goes unspoken.
Well, the girls coming in and they telling me, they have families there, and they telling this horrifying stories what's happening there. It's painful to hear it. I wish I could have a way to stop it or do something about it.
Svetlana's story? Well, she ran her own restaurant in Ukraine, but moved to Boise in June, just after the war started.
Her daughter's husband, her son-in-law, died in the war.
English may still be foreign to her, but Svetlana says she's happy to have found a place so familiar, so far away.
She said, yeah, I feel like I'm home.
Even Elena isn't sure who's helping whom.
It doesn't matter if they're Ukrainian or Russians.
Which is kind of the cornerstone of Alyonka, the side you can't always see.
What separates people is hate. Love brings us all together. And what else but food can bring people together? That's what is important. That's what we do. We spread love through our food.